All right, what's going on, you guys? Brian back here with another recap video. This time recapping what went down tonight at BST Wrestling presents the Northeast Summit. It happened in Hamden, Connecticut. So here is a brief rundown of what went down. The opening match saw Amity LeVay defeat Roxanne Fury in the opening contest of the show. Then we saw the start of the Northeast Summit tournament, which consisted of 4 triple threat matches, with the finals being a fatal 4-way match to determine who would be the number 1 contender to the BST Territory Championship. The first triple threat match saw Devious Cass defeat TJ Crawford and Kailong King in a really good matchup. Jarrett Diaz defeated Diego Alvarez and Mind Eraser. Then we saw Richard Holiday go one-on-one with Sammy Diaz, and Richard Holiday using some dubious tactics like a low blow and then a brainbuster to pick up the win over Sammy Diaz. Then in another Northeast Summit tournament matchup, it was Sean Knight defeating Junie Underwood and Brando Lee. And in the final triple threat match of the tournament, it was Mike Skyros defeating Griffin McCoy and Giorgio Lawrence. So to round out the final 4. Then we saw Tiara James, the top tier Tiara James, defeat the Notorious Mimi. Then in one of the best matches, one of the most fantastic matches that I've seen, when I watched this particular show. This was my first time watching a BST wrestling show on IWTV. Gabe Sky defeated Dustin Waller to become the new BST Territory Champion in a match that saw two time limit draws, and then and Dustin Waller was like, "No, not like this. I don't want to keep my title like this. Let's go." And he finally got beat by Gabe Sky with with a version of a Texas Cloverleaf. I forget what the move was called, but Gabe Sky is your new BST Territory Champion. And then in the main event, it was the finals of that tournament to determine the number 1 contender to the Territory Championship. It was Sean Knight picking up the win over Mike Skyros, Devious Cass, and Jarrett Diaz to top off a really good, solid card for BST Wrestling. I watched it on IWTV. Currently, right now, I'm also watching on IWTV Limitless Wrestling, Limitless Rumble 2026. And right now, it is the Limitless Rumble. You can watch it on IWTV or on YouTube right now. Limitless Wrestling, Limitless Rumble 2026. So, but my overall thoughts on BST Wrestling's the Northeast Summit it was a really good show. The match that I would recommend checking out is the BST Territory Championship match between Gabe Sky and Dustin Waller. Hats off to both of those guys. Much respect to Dustin Waller, the former champion. Before I forget, after the main event, after the four-way main event, Gabe Sky would confront Sean Knight. Then all of a sudden, a masked individual would attack Knight, and it would be revealed as, I believe, Bobby Buffet. So, and both him and Gabe Sky beat down Sean Knight until Dustin Waller and somebody else came to make the save. So that pretty much ended the show. But like I said, the match of the night for me for this particular show was Gabe Sky versus Dustin Waller. If you guys did not check out check out the show, I would recommend checking it out for this particular matchup because both of these guys, they literally delivered. So that's my official reaction for that. But this has been my BST Wrestling, the Northeast Summit recap. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time. See ya.